The man who fired the nearly deadly shots that ended the football career of a promising Jaguars player is asking the courts for his freedom.
11 years ago, Tyrone Hartsfield fired more than a dozen shots into an SUV where Richard Collier and a fellow player were visiting friends. Action News Jack's Don Lopez shows us Hartsfield's request for a new trial.
11 years ago, Richard Collier, who teammates called Big Rich, was a 26-year-old offensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars, signed as an undrafted free agent. But his career was cut short by a man looking to get back at him for a bar brawl just months before. And here's our first look at Tyrone Hartsfield since he was convicted of attempted murder and sentenced to life in prison. Late this morning, he represented himself in court. He's tried to appeal his conviction the last few years, but it's been denied. Hartsfield is standing on the grounds of ineffective assistance of counsel and, quote, newly discovered evidence, taking issue with how prosecutors obtained and used his cell phone records against him and calling some statements made against him fabrications. Hartsfield had filed a report with JSO in April of 2008 saying that Collier had punched him during a scuffle at a nightclub. That following September, prosecutors say that Hartsfield followed Collier to an ex-girlfriend's house and fired 14 shots inside of an SUV in Riverside. After emergency surgery and rehab, Collier left paralyzed from the waist down, and a blood clot forced doctors to amputate his left leg. Collier was there for the first trial. He wasn't there this morning when the man who shot him asked the courts for a new trial. He's hoping to have his conviction overturned and walk a free man. Collier has moved on with his life. He shared video with Action News Jax in 2010. He was married. His longtime love, Chandra, here, and with the help of a prosthetic was able to stand for the ceremony. They now have 2 boys. Hartsfield has until July 1st now to file a new motion. In the studio, Don Lopez, Action News Jax.